lecture. Yes, hello class, and this is lecture number 3 for Unity class. And today, what we gonna learn and see today is a player movement number 1, in which create a we can create a player movement like up down, WASD, W for going forward, S for going back, A for going left, D for right. And the second thing what we gonna see is on trigger enters, like how a collision is going to work. Number 3, we will create a timer code in gameplay, like clicking timing, like on the clock on the top of the UI. Whenever you playing a game, there is a timer as per the level. So whenever the time comes to 0, you can see the level filled screen on the games. And number 4 is this one. It is a player proof, where you can save and store your data, and the data will be in form of integer values or in the string values. And number 5th is the last one but not least. It will be create a new session, how to open a new scene from clicking a button. Okay, so let's see what I have done in this PPT. There are multiple methods to move a player. Or the number 1 is transform dot position. From this method, from this function, we can change the position of our player. Okay, this is the method number 1 for the player movement script. Are you with me, guys?
Yes.
Yes, so
Okay. This is the method number 1. You can see over here. The player movement is our first content for today class, and this is the method number 1, transform dot position. By using transform dot position, we can change the player movement. Okay, and there is
Yes.
another method. There is another method for the player movement, which is transform dot translate. Okay, so by using this method, we can also change the position of the player. And there is method number 3, which is a rigid body. We have already seen in our Unity engine, there is a component of your rigid body where you can see the gravity and the mass and other things we have already seen. By using rigid body, we can add the force to the player, and we can move the player to the forward, and we can add the float as a speed. So I will show you how to do that. And the number 4th method for the player movement will be the axis. As you know that there are the 3 dimension, horizontal and vertical, like y-axis and x-axis. So by using the axis row method, we can get the horizontal and vertical axis values, and then we can move our player. Okay, and then what we will do, we will see after uh, completing our player movement, then we will see how to play with the trigger interval, how to read tags name of other collided objects. Whenever we touch any object, so we can detect which object is this. And there are 3 methods which is used in a gaming world, like the trigger enter. Whenever a player is enter to the endpoint, like whenever if you ever see a car game, and when the car enters in the parking area, so there is an option, there is the method which have been used over there, the trigger enter. When the player is a car and car enters into the parking lot, so the method which is used over there is trigger enter. And whenever the car exit from the place, so the method which will be using is trigger exit. And whenever the player is under any area, like we want to trace a player is there or not, so we can use a trigger stem method. Okay, so we can read the tags names and other component of that object. And number 3 is how to make a timer and show level field when time's up. Number 4 is player pref. This is something like a database. It is not a database, but it is a location in which you can save the values in the local storage. Like if we are making game for Android, or whether any device, like we are making game for PC, Mac, or iOS, or any device we are making game, so we can store the value in their storage, in their local storage. So how to save player name, current level, string values, and
So,
integer values. So this
is
is
it
very
like
important.
how to save the game in the preview, like a video game when we press and save the game or something?
Yeah, it is same like when we play a game, and a game ask us for the first time, they ask us for our name, the player name. They will ask your nickname, so we can save the nickname in player pref area. I will show you how to save that. Okay.
All right.
And the high score, we can save the high score on the player brief as well. So we can save integer values, float values, and the string values over there. So we can use the string value for nickname. We can use integer values for the high score, and the floating values can be used for the position of the player. And that's it. And the scene manager, number 5. Here we will learn how to move from menu scene to gameplay scene. We can see there is a life cycle, or the or something like storyboard. Like whenever we open the game, you can see it will not start from the gameplay menu. It will always start from the main menu. So when you select your player, and then you select your nickname, so then you can go into the uh, gameplay menu. So I will show you how to make a scene manager, and how to go from one scene to another scene. So let's jump. Any question regarding this session? This
No.
you can ask me. Okay. So first of all, first come first. The first method which we will gonna do is transform dot position. Okay. So let's jump into our Unity over here, and then we can make something, one of them a player. Let's suppose this is a player. Okay.
Yes.
So this is capsule or cylinder maybe. No, it is capsule here. And we can select this pink as a player. Okay. We can name it, so we can we can uh, remind it, okay, that it is a player. So now what we're gonna do, we will add a component, and we can write a movement. Okay, so there is nothing as movement, so we can create a new script and create an add. Hit on create and add. Okay, so now you can see there is a script made under the project window, and now you can drag and drop it under the script like this. Okay. Okay, and let's open it up. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, we need to move the player. So what we have written over there, the method 1 is transform dot position. Okay,
Yes.
so for that, what we have to do, we have to write key input under the update method, because it is always running, it will be in the loop. So we can write if input dot get key down, and the key code is w. Okay, so what will happen, you have to transform dot position and plus and equals to vector 3 dot forward. Okay, now let's see and save the script. And now let's see uh, in the game menu, play the game and hit the play button. And if I change, if I hit the W button, then the ball is going forward. So
Yes.
it is working now. Okay, so now
Sorry, Hafiz, I need to know what's the vector 3? What is it?
vector 3, actually the vector 3 is 3D values. Actually it is an object. It is something like you can say whenever you have to place a value, like something like that. Let me tell you from here. A vector 3 will change the position like x, y, and z. It will take three values. Let me show you. Vector 3, if I make something like that, and 0 plus 0 and comma 0. So it will take three values. But I have to make a new vector 3 for that. New vector
X,
3.
Y, Z? You mean?
Yeah, it will take three values
Yes.
actually. So it is a by default method. It is a by default method. It is a by default method for from Unity classes. It is used for the transform positions actually. If
So,
you want,
how did I
if
get
you
this straight? So, sorry, but I noticed there's a vector, vector 2, the vector 3. So, vector 2 is for two dimensions, you mean?
yeah, vector 2 is for best mostly for two dimension. We can use vector 2 for the UI as well. Mostly when we use a UI like this one,
Hmm.
like this one.
This is
There is
vector 2.
there Yeah, so we will use vector 2
Okay, okay.
because the z position is 0.
Uh,
Okay.
and for example, if I want the object or the player only move left and right, like the 2D games. So I use vector 2.
No, there is we have to make something. We have to, yeah, we can only bound that player into horizontal or vertical. He will not, the player will not move, the player will only move to vertical position, not horizontal. For that,
All right, all right, all right, all
it
right.
will be a 2D, it will be a 2D player. Then we have to make it from the animator actually. So there will be a access, so it is something, it is different actually. It is for the objects. It is
All
from the
right.
objects. Vector 3 will pass three values from the from here. Okay, so let's change it to vector 3. Okay, dot back. So what will happen? For back we have to make s. When the s key press, so the position of the current object, transform dot position is for the current object position will change to the back. Vector 3 dot back, it will update. Okay, and two more values we have to add, left and right. Copy paste it and you can write a for left and this one d for right.
D. All right.
Okay, that's it. So save the script and we can go back to the editor and hit the play button on, and now you can, when you press the W and A and then D and then S, so it is look like a player movement, something like a game is playing, you can go anywhere. Okay.
And can we take it by mixing W and A with together, or
No,
W and
then
D, something like that?
it will not work. Like if I change the W Yeah, it will work. Like if I make it U, so whenever I press U button, so my object will go up, my object will go forward. It depends on you that how. Now I'm pressing U button, so it is going up.
انا just wait. حسين قول لنا شلون ده بوديه على جهه معينه ثانيه، ان عرفت هدي مثلا دبليو اي مع بعض، كلمتين مع بعض.
So I think his question is, if you want to go, for example, diagonal, you press W and A, for example. So you want to go like forward left. Can
Okay,
you
yeah,
go to Unity and press
forward left. Yes, I can go. I'm going like forward right and forward left
شغال
as
معايا
well.
يقول لك.
Yes, like this. We are going like this.
اه
يقول لك
اوكي
شغال ويا
اوكي
عادي.
يا اوكي
I'm
اوكي great,
I'm
great.
pressing I'm pressing the same button, so they are going. So you can see this one is the basic one. Other method are more good actually. So this one is the basic one. So we can write method uh, method number one. This one is transform dot position. So now we can comment it all, and let's see which one is the second method. And the second method is from the translate method. And we have to make a speed parameter. For that, what we have to do, we have to make a new public float speed like this, and we can assign a 5 value. Okay, and what we can do over here, copy all the script and paste over here. And this one is the second method, translate. Okay, and now we can control X from here, uncomment it, and now we can do something like transform dot translate like this. And the translate, what translate method will take, this one, this is a method. And what will we have to do, we have to change the position of vector 3 dot to forward and multiply by speed and multiply by time dot delta time. Okay, so this method will also work fine. It depends on the requirement of your project. This one is for the back. Okay, and this one is for left, I think. You can press dot and you can see the hint is there, and you can just select the one, the targeted one. And here I think right, you can click on dot button and you can write like this. So I have commented the first method and I have made a new method which is transform dot translate, and we can change the position to the forward, and there will be a speed and there will be a time dot delta time. And now let's see if it is work. Yeah, it is working. And now what we can do, if we
I have a
change,
question now.
okay, if we change the speed, so it will go more faster.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can ask any question.
So what's the difference between get key down or get key?
Yeah, it is it will, these are the same actually. We can use both of them. We can
They
use
are the
both of,
same?
yeah, both are same. But get key will only work whenever we press and drop, yeah, like um, uh, press down and press up. It will always work.
Uh-huh.
It will
Uh-huh.
like, yeah. And get key down will work once time whenever we tap the button down. And when
Okay.
we press the get key like up, it will not work. So get key is
Ah,
better, I think. We can
okay.
use both of them. Like you can
In your
see
in
our,
your in your PowerPoint, it's get key.
yeah, we can go with that. No problem. Let's see if it is work with get key. It is, I have not write a get key down. I have changed it to get key. Okay. And now let's see what is the difference. There is no difference, I think. And okay, let me check one more time. Okay, so we can debug it. Debug dot log, and it is, this one is get key, and this one is get key down. Okay, so now I have to write down over here. Okay, so now let's check when we press W, what is going to show in the console. This message will show in the
Yes.
console. Let's
Yes.
check it out. Let's check it out together. We can check it. Okay. Okay, I have to stop this debug. Showing too much. Okay. Yeah. So right now there is nothing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I have to press one time W. Okay. Get key. It is going almost 4 to 5 times.
Yes.
When I press single time, get key runs 4 times, and when I press one time, it, okay, get key down is going to, is slower. As I told you, get key down is will only run whenever the
Yes.
key is going to be down, so it is slow. Like, let me clear it again, and let me, now I'm going to hit, I'm going to press W button, and now you can see, yes, 6 times in 1 second. Okay, and
Okay.
let me press the S button, it is one time only. So this is the difference.
Yes.
Okay,
And if you keep on pressing W, can you keep pressing W? All right. And if you keep pressing S,
no, it is not going,
why?
because it will work only one time. Like it is something like a drag method. Okay, get key down is better, because when I press the button, like as we are playing the Counter Strike, so we don't have to press again and again the button to go forward, right? We
حسين
just,
اعتقد انا فهمت حسين فهمت الموضوع.
Hey.
All right, all right. We get it, we get it, we get it.
no, I have to
So
move.
that's mean get key. It's mean that when they just say you hit it once, it will be react once, right?
No, no, no,
And
no.
if you put get key down, it will be keep on.
No, no, no. Get key down will only work once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get key down can work once.
Yeah. Get key down works one, and get key will works simultaneously like this. I keep press the get key, so it is going.
Mm.
Get key down means only one time when the key is going down. So this is just one method. It
All
is,
right. Okay.
yeah, get key down. It is not on down. If it is like on down, you can see over there are some other events, you will see like this. Okay, so there is, this one is the second method. Okay, and let's, you can comment it down again. It is for the understanding actually. You can move the position of the player from transform.position and transform.translate as well. And now you can also change the position from the rigid body by using rigid body add force. So for that, what we gonna do, first of all, we have to make a public rigid body. We can go with the private as well, because we will get the component rigid body RB. Okay, and on the start method, what we will do, RB don't know who I am. Okay, RB don't know who I am. So what we will do, we will get the component and we will tell that the object, on the object you have applied, get the rigid body from that object. Okay, so it will get the rigid body now, like this. We have assigned the RB, and now what we can do, this is the method number 3. Okay, and if okay, input dot get key dot key code dot w. Okay, RB dot add force, and now we can add a vector 3 dot forward, and what else the parameter was there, the speed, multiply by speed. So by using this, we can change the position of the player as well, W S.
So if we use get key down now, will the player be faster as long as I press down?
No, it will go once only. The function
But
will,
it will add force method, no?
yeah, it will add the force only one time. It will not keep
E-
adding it.
Even if I do get key down?
No, no, no. If you let me write over here, get key input dot get key down runs one time. Okay, and input dot get key runs 5 times per frame. Got it? So this one is faster. Get key is more faster than get key down.
Okay, so if someone pressed 2 times W, will the character be faster?
Yeah, no, it will not faster. It will be, yeah, get key will works fine. Get key down is very slow.
I know it works fine, but you see rigid body, you're calling add force method, no?
Yeah,
You're adding force to the character each time you click W, no?
yeah, yeah. So
So
it will add the
if
force.
if I click twice, it should add more force than once, no?
No, it will
Why?
add the same. It will add the same force again and again.
Okay.
The force is same
If
actually. The speed is the
if
force. Right now, the speed
okay, so
is the force. So the speed is 5. If I
yes.
double the speed, so the force will be double then.
Okay.
The speed is actually a constant value.
Yes, yes,
The speed is same, so the force
yes.
will be same. Don't mix them up. Okay, WS A and then D, and then we
And
can
then if you
write, yeah,
if for example you if for example you want to make, for for example, if someone clicks W twice, you want to add force, increase the speed,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
twice.
yeah. We can do
Sorry,
that.
Mr. Hafiz. So maybe we can put. I think my brother mean if we put another if statement that input get key code W plus or how they call it, and input dot key, for example, key code shift. The vector forward speed is gonna be multiply to speed or something like that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah,
Okay,
we can
okay.
do it. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do it. Let's see how it's worked, then we can go with that. One more,
Alright.
actually, one more method is going to be there. So now you can see over here.
So if you want to do W twice and then increase the speed, how would you do it?
I have to
Double
make
the
W2Ys for, yeah, I have to make a method. There is a big method for that. I have to make a timer. I have to set the timer over there. What we have to do, like if player hits W twice, okay.
Yes.
So there will be a time in within 2 seconds if W
Okay,
hits.
okay. I see.
Okay, so we have to make a
Yeah.
complete method for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have to check if the, okay, my niece is disturbing me. I have to actually this lecture is going to be end in 40 minutes, so I have to end this and we can continue the class. Okay.
no problem.